We good over there? Because I might have fucked up over there.
Good.
This might be our only recording.
We are good over here. Everybody's got their shot that wants to do one. Everybody to the It's Just Bits podcast, all right?
To us.
To us. Fantastic. Very good.
That is pretty bad.
So there's an extra if anybody wants it. Normally that would be for me, but we could pour it out for my poor fucking shattered pinky finger. If you guys would like. Destroyed. If you
I think
move
that's
up,
the best case scenario, because it's been a while since I've had Malort, and it still tastes like sucking on a fence post. It's so goddamn bad.
Oh god, I've never been. Well, I can't be the guy to boast about this right now, but Malort doesn't affect me. Prove it.
Is that a good thing?
No, I
think that has something to do with some kind of tolerance, and not even for alcohol, just for general poison.
It's being in the Chicago River one too many times. That's
where they get Malort. They just take Chicago River water and they ferment it. So, first order of business now that the shots are done. Has anybody been in the clown bathroom that they have in this building? Are you aware of this place?
There's a clown bathroom?
There's a clown bathroom. Because I've been here before and I had never been there. It's not even cool looking clowns. It's fucked up looking clowns. It's like sad clowns and ones that are staring at you. And I waited to take a shit before the show because I was not going in there. Incredibly. I walked in and when I heard the door close, I thought it was locking. I thought something was gonna happen to me.
Oh my god. A little known fact, just that part of the Lincoln Lodge is actually in Derry. By the way.
That's weird.
That's a
did anybody hear the clown
reference.
horn when I sat down? Something's occurred.
God. Just so you know how most people are afraid of like a snake. It's Just Bits podcast, by the way. You know how most people.
Most people are afraid of a snake coming out of the toilet and going in their butt. Yeah,
but
everyone's afraid of that.
But for you, it's just a clown now.
Well, in there, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but if clowns get into any toilet, they can come out at any other toilet. That's how the It Clown got around, I believe. We're all floaters down here, Georgie. Thank you.
We all have to flush multiple times down here, George. Oh, God.
This is fun because a running bit on this podcast is how my landlord thinks we shouldn't be flushing toilet paper and wants me to put the shitty toilet paper in the trash can next to the toilet. So
I keep telling you.
find out where he lives and TP his house extra.
I keep telling you the line between a landlord and a slumlord is that. It's a slumlord now. It's like
your fiance's a landlord.
Your toilet paper. Hey, I'm marrying into being a landlord. All landlord lives matter, dude.
You can just say white lives matter. Same political sentiment.
Also Iranian, but whatever.
Iranians are white. Once they get here and they're no longer being bombed by us, they're white.
Okay.
It's bad to be in Iran, not be Iranian.
Once you own property, you're white. Congratulations.
This is the line of the Democratic Party, by the way.
It's Just Bits Democratic Party, at the very least.
Well, it's very democratic because there's only 2 votes and we always agree.
Except for about cats. This is a non-cat podcast.
This is a very pro-cat podcast. This man is off his meds.
Or on
too many of them? No, very soon this podcast is going to be like the Eagles. Like, you booked both of them? Fuck. You're just going to fight the whole time. Because one of them was mean to the other.
No, you meant to book Wings to open, right? Oh my god, it's amazing. I can't wait.
I was going to say those of you who just walked in and didn't buy tickets initially, but that's everyone. No one bought tickets.
We're chaotic, so this is perfect for you guys. This is like right up your alley.
You guys don't want to know what's going to happen to you, and you don't right now.
This is...
What were you guys expecting from a live podcast?
Yeah, by the way, can we get any ideas walking in?
I need a place of work. I need a thing that you're worried about. Yes and.
So when you bought the ticket and you saw It's Just Bits Live, the dirtiest podcast that's ever existed, what did you...
I didn't even see that part. I just saw It's Just Bits, and I love bits.
Well, you're
good. That's all we do.
It's going to be landlord, cats, and penises at some point.
For example, what if a cat were a landlord?
Oh, that's adorable.
I would like that landlord. You're raising the rent? That's fine, Mr. Whiskers.
Well, he's got to pay for his tiny cat surgery. That's why.
Right, the tiny surgeries the cats get. I don't know. I feel a cat landlord would be cool about you smoking weed because they're all addicted to catnip, so they couldn't be hypocrites.
He has a closet full of dead pigeons and sparrows, but that's fine because that's the pest control in the apartment.
Right, yeah. Well, there'd be no rats in this apartment.
God,
if it wasn't clear, you have to live with the cat.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a house.
He sublets the litter box from you. It's adorable. There's a little for rent sign on the front. Super cute.
I would feel better about my landlord if he pooped in a little box. Yeah, because that's what he fucking wants me to do.
I don't even care if he throws the toilet paper in the trash. That's fucking great. So you guys just bought, like, sight unseen. It's a live podcast. We'll see what happens. Do you listen to other podcasts?
Yeah.
What podcast do you listen to?
Like Comedy Bang Bang.
Good. Phenomenal. That's the Weird Al one, right?
Yeah, why not?
It is not.
Is it not? Okay.
Is that Jake and Amir? Is Comedy Bang Bang?
No,
Scott Aukerman. That's Scott Aukerman.
Scott
Okay.
Offerman. Phenomenal. Do you listen to any podcasts? Anything?
She's a girl. No, she doesn't. Next
This
weekend,
one
they're
guy.
going somewhere she wants to go.
What podcast do you listen to?
I listen to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend.
Good shit. Very good, very good.
All right, well, I'm Ginger and have a sense of humor that's about 20 years out of date, so you'll like this.
It's the same thing. And then y'all podcasters, you fans of podcasts?
I listen to a lot.
Oh, what do you listen to? What's your fave?
Mainly wrestling, pro wrestling.
Pro wrestling. Good. That's his department.
We could fight.
No, we cannot.
Why
I am
would
DQ'd.
Well, should we tell the story of why?
Well,
Yes, please.
oh, but just real quick for you though, I'm disqualified, not Dairy Queen, you fat son of a bitch.
All right, everyone like me knows Cold Stone's better. So.
We went on a bar crawl a little bit ago. Oh, there's one more shot of Malort if anybody wants it. It is. Nobody wants it? Mar?
Do it, pussy.
All right, well, Catelyn will do it to celebrate the end of this podcast.
I don't know how
But
to drive. Well, you know what? I'll tell the story. It's more fun. Connor got really fucking drunk at a bar
asleep
crawl.
right now, too.
And your brain was asleep when this happened. Connor got very drunk. I think it was a ploy to make it so I had to take care of him instead of flirt with his sister. Which,
Don't
smart
fuck my sister.
Smart move. Not up to you. And and he wanted to fight me.
No, as a white landowning man in America, it is my it's my decision.
So Connor wanted to fight me, and it was before I just said that to him, so it was supposed to be a friendly fight. And he was like, no, I'm in shape to fight you. And I said, no, you're clearly too drunk. And he goes, no, I'm in good shape to fight you. Watch. And he turns around and just wails on the fridge. So now there's a dent in the fridge and a pin in his arm.
Do you have the? This is my fiance. Everybody say hi to Kylie real quick. Hi, Kylie.
Yeah, no, we're all confused about it, too. We don't know. She's the rich one, too.
Blink twice if you need help. Show them the. We'll do, since there's 4 of us here. We'll show you guys all the picture of my absolutely destroyed hand. They put a pin down my hand lengthwise.
That should be
You know, the way that you don't want to be a screw to go down.
It's all
your
the
hand.
way in there.
The Adventures of the It's Just Bits podcast.
I mean, I'm glad you did get surgery because before he got surgery, he called me and said, "Your dad's a fireman, right? Can I get like an IV and a cast from him?" Just like out the back of a fire truck.
I don't remember that, and I do know that it was 24 hours after the incident. I was still drunk. I woke up the next day. I was like, I'm still pretty fucked up. I drive to my dad's house after Kylie cast my hand, and I'm like,
You got an Uber. Shut up, cops.
No, fuck them. All horse cops are bad.
All horse cocks, however. Wait till later in the show.
The NC-17 portion of the show. Instead, I'll have her come around like a Dana White card girl, showing everybody a picture of a horse's cock. Isn't that crazy? It's just me doing this next to it.
You could win a 19-inch.
Holding it like a fish, like a marlin off the back of a boat.
I always swipe left on those things. When it's a dude holding up a big horse cock.
God, I hate every guy on Bumble. It's
Right.
a picture of him with his friends, him with the backward head, and him with the gigantic horse's penis.
But I'm always going to swipe left on that because either I can't fit that or he's not going to feel shit from me.
What? I blacked out for a second. Oh yeah, so I drove into the city. We were drinking in the city the day after I had exploded my hand. Not because I wanted to keep drinking, but because I knew if I did not keep drinking, it was game over. I was going to bed at the hospital.
It's like gambling.
Yeah, exactly. So we're drinking like White Claws in this rooftop bar, and at one point I turn and I see my dog eating a bunch of raw hamburgers, and I'm just like, all right, you win, dog. We'll go
Been
home.
waiting for this opportunity.
Today was a good day. And then she shit her pants, her tiny, tiny pants.
Is that what happened to my cat's pants? Not your fucking dog? My cat's gotten a lot of public indecency tickets.
Because somebody keeps shitting in its pants. I do like the idea of a tiny dog or a tiny cat putting on pants just to shit them for the effects. It's like that's
Like a
so-
Looney Tunes style thing.
Exactly. Somebody's drawn a bathroom on a wall that the Roadrunner is supposed to run into, and he's able to run into it, but Wile E.
But then
Coyote
somehow the cat just like
Yeah.
bounces off of it. Yeah.
and shits his pants.
Well, that's how you catch the clown from it. Is you draw a picture of the toilet, he tries to go down it, but he just hits it. That or a sexy lady clown.
Oh, we gotta do It Looney Tune. We all fuck down here, Georgie.
That's not it Looney Tune. That's it porn.
Ah, damn it. I'm fucking dying. I'm a very sweaty boy.
You wouldn't think that's the most uncomfortable thing you'd heard yet tonight, but it is. It is if you think about it.
Really? I thought
I think so.
The horse cock as a marlin was gonna top it. You know, like the picture of the great white shark at the end of Jaws, or like
Right.
I guess the middle of
I am
Jaws.
not going to cut that dick open and have the Kittner boy spell it onto the dock. Jesus.
Smile, you son of a bitch. It's a horse's dick going to the water.
Got to jam a scuba tank into that horse's urethra and blow it up.
Oh my god, we have to move on.
We do. We have to move on from horse cocks. Said Mr. Hands. You guys know about Mr. Hands? Google it. Turn on Safe Search.
This is a pro 2 Girls 1 Cup podcast.
Whatever they want to do.
We got one. He knows. Very good. Were you guys around the internet in the 2000s when it was dial-up and also no fucking laws? Because that's when I grew up on the internet.
Don't even. Just they can Google it. They'll find it. They're fine. What other things do we talk about on this podcast other than blowing up ice facilities, animal dicks, and no, that's it.
Aggressive political debates.
Yeah, you guys want to. What are your guys' politics? What do you guys?
That sounded like a trap, didn't it? There's a cop right behind you. Answer correctly.
Like the deep ones.
Oh,
What
shit.
is there liquor in that?
No, there's more right there.
There's not supposed to be liquor.
Do the shot more.
No, thank you.
There's a lull in the podcast.
Okay,
You
all
have
right,
to
I'll do it.
Yay!
Someone give it to me then if I have to do it. It's...
Yay! This is Chill as Fuck podcast. We should rename it.
You know what's funny is we're not going to edit out the lulls. When we post this, it's going to sound exactly like this.
To my lords. That would not have been the first time that somebody has absolutely exploded vomiting on a podcast before. There's one time where we were on the podcast, and at one point I looked Cal in the eyes and I realized I have to make the conscious decision. Am I going to shit my pants on this podcast? Or am I going to pause, go take a shit, and come back and do the rest of this podcast?
And he did pause. He
I
did
did.
not, to be clear, did not shit his pants.
I was trying to build up tension.
Similar thing happened to me at the Statue of Liberty.
And we haven't talked about this yet.
I committed a federal crime because I was in the line. They have like basically airport security to get to the Statue of Liberty because they think terrorists will try New York twice because they're stupid or something. So I'm in that line, and as I'm taking stuff out of my pockets, I'm like, nope. So I am smacking those turnstiles out of the way, being yelled at by like people who got kicked out of the TSA and have to work here.
Disgraced TSA agents. Oh god, that's the worst. It's like, what do you used to do? I used to work at the TSA, takes off sunglasses. Those were the days.
Yeah, and then I took a messy shit in a building older than our nation.
Well, that's what our nation was actually founded on, so good.
Slavery. Now, you got to imagine the founding fathers had troubling dumps.
Every shit the founding father took was Sloppy Joe with a little American flag planted in it.
I mean,
How is that grosser than the horse dick jokes? How is this? I can't keep track
I
of
don't know,
it.
because when you go horse riding, sometimes you accidentally see a horse dick. But if you see Sloppy Joe shit, it's always
bad.
there's been a transgression. There is such a thing as an innocent horse dick. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, it's every time you see a shit of the magnitude. Like, you know, when you like, kick. You know, when you were going.
I don't know where you're going with this, to be clear.
I like that I started 3 separate sentences, all equally horrifying. All of them could have had just as bad of an ending.
You know, with horse cocks, or like when you take a messy shit, or like if you're worried if she's old enough, you know where I'm going with this.
No, so when you're like, it's an emergency situation, so you kick open a bathroom stall, and you see the aftermath of somebody who did not make it through their emergency situation.
Here's how
So
I
that's
know.
always troubling.
Here's how I know.
100% of the time.
I know that your situations are not as dire as mine because you would never kick it open. You don't want to separate your legs like that. You gotta shoulder check it. Your strategy's off, kid.
Well, you, sir, are not a gymnast.
Let me tell you something. You would have shat your pants at the Statue of Liberty.
I'm proud to be an American, or at least I know. God, they gotta turn the AC up in here. We're very fast.
It's really cold in here, actually, and that's why I'm okay.
Oh no, what's happening? Find the hot one.
No, I've been this weight for about 2 years, and you're getting fatter, so you will surpass me.
I've recently lost weight, but I gained it with
Back,
a
you're
screw.
coming back now.
They're putting metal in my body.
Why did they put a lead screw in you? I think it's probably you're gonna get poisoning.
Good. Fucking finally end it all, man. That's how this podcast ends, by the way, is me slowly going syphilis insane. Like,
I thought you were saying you were gonna kill yourself. At some point. And to be clear, it's how this episode ends. Right? Have you guys seen that Bud Dwyer video? Because you're about to.
The first person who... This podcast is going to go for 18 hours. The first person who leaves is when I kill myself.
I thought you were saying I thought it was a battle between the two of us. Like,
okay.
whoever can go that long without killing themselves.
Oh, I was putting immense pressure on the audience, but if you want to put the pressure on us, we can do that too. I was making this uncomfortable.
No, actually, I enjoy making the audience uncomfortable. So, yeah, if one of you guys leaves, we're gonna...
It's over. When you leave, the podcast ends.
You guys can't see it because it's show business, but there's axes up there. And if that door opens,
Oh, yeah.
they drop.
There's one very large log on that side and one very large log on that side, and they're going to meet in the middle. Oh,
Then, you know,
God.
if... Forgive how this sentence starts. If Lady and the Tramp were gonna kill themselves together, that's how they'd do it. They would face each other, start eating spaghetti, and then have the logs bash their brains together. So they can spend eternity together. It's a sweet story.
Forgive how this sentence begins, and then it ends no better.
Oh, let's open the door!
Yeah, there's just a little bucket full of water on top of that door, slightly ajar, and then the bucket falls and somebody gets wet and they're like, oh, that was a harmless prank. And then 2 giant
And then the
logs
two
comes
logs.
out. It's just fucking decimated.
And then everyone's like, I want to watch Lady and the Tramp for some reason.
I don't know how we got here. Yeah, this is the podcast. This is what you guys signed up for. We're just insane.
It doesn't arrive at a point, and then that's it.
No, it's just bits. I mean, it's all in the title there.
It's like Reservoir Dogs. It's all over the place, and you keep thinking, this must be a prologue. It's not. It's in a movie.
Eventually, we'll just get really deep dive into Quentin Tarantino and his foot fetish, but
That's when you're allowed to leave. We could talk about Joe Biden's dead dog, because we already did dog suicide. So.
We just talked suicide? Oh,
Lady and the Tramp.
I was thinking of, no, I got nothing. Never mind.
Biden's dog's dead. That's all I had.
Well, but not the one who keeps biting people.
No, not the cool one that keeps biting people. That one's a good dog. The other one's dead. Which, I can't remember who it was, but he was a piece of shit. But he said one funny thing, which is that now Biden's dogs are like his sons. One is good and dead, and the other one is cool and alive.
Jesus Christ.
I did just see a screenshot of text where Hunter Biden was trying to buy a woman and then said no yellow ones. So he's not actually cool anymore because of the racism.
That's the cocaine foot job guy, right?
Yes. Apart from me, yes.
Please, Phil, does anybody know the Hunter Biden cocaine foot job story? Okay.
Okay. So you know how
We'll
Joe
get to
Biden...
pro wrestling later. Don't worry. There's a lot of Ric Flair cocaine foot job buying yellow
I'm
ladies.
sure Ric Flair has gotten a foot job while doing cocaine.
Except
no
for
doubt.
Ric Flair is like only yellow ones, please. That's what he said.
Is that a thing of Ric Flair?
I'm sure.
That's the only thing that gets him to say woo anymore. Is an Asian. There's an Asian foot in the
It's
line.
because her last name is Wu. Oh yeah, that's as racist as we get, and I apologize immediately.
No, so anyway, you guys know how Biden has a son that's dead. Not that one. It's a different son. He does a lot of drugs, and he tried to be in the military and got kicked out for drugs. And there was a video of him getting a foot job and doing cocaine, and a bunch of fucking nerds
You
were
gotta
like,
pause,
"That's not
dude. Hey,
acceptable."
whoa, you gotta pause for a second.
Is that not?
We got.
What's the? Is it the mechanics? Because he was sitting much like this, but he had a tray for the cocaine. Okay, is it the mechanics thing?
Wait. So he's a fat guy who doesn't realize he doesn't need a table to hold his beer anymore. He can just do it off his gut. So nobody has the heart to be like, dude, you can just do the blow up your gut. The hooker's just like.
Whatever.
No,
He's good.
I'm not gonna be the guy that says, dude, it's time to shave your head. I'm not a hired
It looks
prostitute.
great, by the way.
Fucking amazing. Yeah.
There's not more to the story of the cocaine foot. It's just cool. Just too bad he had a heel turn. You're welcome.
Nice. Heel turn.
Which is ironically the form of foot job he was getting.
That's good. That's like the rubber ducky of foot jobs.
I hope you don't know what that is,
I have
'cause
no
I
idea
don't.
what that means.
Any two words are a good name for a sex act.
Well, you know the trying to start a fire one. I forget the name of it. It doesn't work when.
I think it's what it's called. It's trying to start a fire.
I think it's called the Boy Scout.
No, the Boy Scout's something different.
Well, you know,
And one of these days, we're gonna bring that memory back when you're ready.
well, you know how bad Boy Scouts are at giving hand jobs, right?
No, I don't. In my experience, not bad at all. I was a Boy Scout at the time, so it's fine.
I was giving
all right?
a hand job.
We below means we will blow.
We will blow you. Wait. Dude,
Okay.
I can't stop or clap. I'm up too high to stop,
No,
and I can't fucking
think-
clap right now.
I think we're all uncomfortable because that was something homophobic said in the 80s.
we will blow you.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, Freddie Mercury's gay. We will blow you." I'm very funny.
Oh.
And then Freddie Mercury died, and they felt bad. So, I'm sorry to keep calling out members of the audience that I know personally, but
It's
was
half
it
of
you
you.
that said? Was it you that thought Live Aid was about AIDS? Because Freddie Mercury died of AIDS, but it was a lowercase I, lowercase d.
News to me. I think I called it the AIDS show.
You called it the AIDS show.
Because
Yes.
I was like, what's it called? Yeah.
Oh, heel turning back to the heel turn.
Well, that would be a face turn.
I think it's called a footchel. Like a facial? Never mind. No, I would just like, if you're ever telling a story to the audience and you say an inflammatory phrase like cocaine foot job, just go ahead and make eye contact with me real quick. Because there's a good chance I got something to say. So when I say horse penis, I look immediate. It's an immediate ghost.
It's tough because when I talk about a cocaine foot job, I'm going somewhere.
I have a destination in my 1998 Toyota Tercel, which is where you get cocaine foot jobs.
Well, any car from 1998 works, actually. Not a stick shift, though.
As long as you get it. Oh yeah, we found out just today. Kellen drives a stick shift car. Oh,
Because I'm better than you. I also drink black coffee and listen to vinyl. I wonder what it's like to be loved.
See, now they're rooting for that suicide ending. Somebody stands up. Whoa.
Actually, fuck this guy.
If you stand up on an odd number of minutes, he kills himself. If you stand up on an even number of minutes, whose phone are we going by?
We just both die at the end. Well, no, this is like The Prestige. One of us dies every time.
I haven't seen the.
I hope that's what The Prestige is about, because neither have I.
No, you got it. You got it.
All right.
Yeah, you got it.
I got nothing, man.
We got
This
nothing
is
here. Just
the
a
prestige where a 13-year-old is very good at a video game, because that's what I know prestige.
It's that type of Prestige.
It's Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
Looks like a Call of Duty
Just
crowd.
you. Call of
Looks like-
Duty.
No, you know what I wanted to do before was how any two unrelated words are a good sex act?
Yes.
All right. This table, give me a word.
Fork.
This table, give me another word.
There's no wrong answer.
There's no wrong. We'll say something awful no matter
do
what
the
you
rest
say.
of the work.
No clue.
No clue. Fork, no clue.
Fork, no clue. It's, I don't know, I guess it's when you're a virgin and you take your pants off and you go, oh, fork, no clue what to do.
That's good. I was gonna say, if you have her legs spread this way and you're fucking her at an angle so you can watch the movie Clue. Because has anybody here give it up if you've seen the movie Clue? Give it 2 people. Watch the movie Clue, because the maid in Clue is the hottest fucking. She was hot for about 4 seconds of the 80s, but Jesus Christ.
A lot of people were.
Like your mom. Your mom invented the fork, no clue.
Hey, my parents were together in high school. They both did. Sorry, Dad, that listens to this podcast.
Yeah, we're taking everybody give it up for Tom Frank. He is a firefighter and a national hero. Everybody.
He is so fucking pissed about that one.
By the way, that I called him a national hero. Okay, and an alcoholic. Everybody give it up. Did you like that? Well, just tell him what to say.
Just don't mention him. I mentioned him to apologize to him, and then everything you've ever said about either of my parents has made them unhappy.
Like in person on the podcast or both?
Just
whatever. In passing, when they're not in the room. Just add all
they
time.
always hear. I was told they have eyes in the back of their head, and I still believe it because I'm a child in deep down.
That's why. Never mind. That's why she doesn't want it in her hair. Because the eyes in the back of her head are getting her eyes.
All right.
Dude.
If you're gonna talk about my mom and cum in the same sentence, gotta be funnier than that.
Well, if your dad ever donkey punched your mom, he'd get domestic abuse charges because she'd have a black eye. There you go. You're welcome.
I suppose that's worth it.
That's the
I
one.
don't know. You know what's fun is you can make these jokes about me and I can't because my parents still love each other.
And your parents are still hot. Mine are not.
Yeah, it's frustrating when your parents look better than you, but how do you think I got this charming wit?
Oh, that's fucking great.
So your parents'
dad's
second marriage is
jacked.
going well? Your parents, like they're gonna stick with
No,
these
they're
ones?
they've both just been dating for 14 years and too
That's how
scared to
you're
get married
tired
again.
of the last one. Yeah.
That's such a weird thing. Like, just get fucking married.
Doesn't your fiance? Both of her parents are divorced too, right?
Yeah, but they did
Wait,
the
both
right
of
thing.
her parents are divorced. Yeah, they are.
Also,
No, just one of them.
Yeah. So you guys have good role models.
I was at a.
Alan's going for throats.
He talked about. He did. I'm not even gonna say it.
I theoretically donkey punched his mom with his
No,
dad's
that's
fist
way worse.
minutes ago.
Now that's
Oh, do you
way
guys know what a
worse.
donkey punch is? Give it up for donkey punch. That is so when you're doing a doggy style, you punch him in the back of the head right as you're about to come. That's a donkey punch.
Which is two unrelated words.
Which is to let's get another set of 2 unrelated words. Unrelated word.
Pepper.
Jackhammer.
Pepper jackhammer.
Wow, that's a guy. That's not an actor.
That's the name of a porn star that only stars in above 18-inch porns. Pepper jackhammer.
Pepper jackhammer.
You have to hold his cock with 2 hands. It's like an anaconda that freaks in the streets of Las Vegas whole, just out.
Right, and it tastes like pepper, I guess.
Well, I assume he was like, whatever that skin disease is where you're like part black and white. It's the Dalmatian of people.
Being
Skin
mixed
disease.
race?
No. So there's a skin. They call it a skin.
It's called vitiligo.
Vitiligo?
Yes.
Yeah, Dalmatian of people. That's what.
Okay, sure.
I
I mean, they don't make them be firemen, but yes.
I don't get why people are like why people are fucking weirded out by that one, because like literally every other species in the world has things that are like a few colors. So that's literally just that, but in people.
I think you should
But
call it a
everybody's like-
calico person. I think they'd like that better.
I would like that better. I don't. That one I've never understood, but they should force them to.
Speaking
be
of multicolored people and horsecocks, do you guys ever
Pepper
see
Jackhammer.
Pepper Jackhammer is him. No, you guys ever see that? I'm just asking an audience if they've seen a Tumblr post, but see that post where it's a picture?
No, wait, that's media today. You did it.
I'm doing it. This is BuzzFeed.
This is Fox News.
It's a picture of what is supposedly an arm of a black person who got skin grafts from a white person, and people are talking about we're all the same at heart, and then they zoom the picture out, and it's just a horse dildo.
Tumblr.
If you guys don't know this, if you're weird, I guess horse sticks look like that. They're horse sticks look like cows, except shaped like a horse stick.
Or whole forearms. By the way, for reference of size, this is the size of a horse's penis. That's why it's so hilarious to talk about all the time. I'll dig this hole. I don't give a fuck. I'll keep twisting it.
Can a horse articulate its penis in that
More like
manner?
this, but yeah.
Now that looks like an
Look,
elephant
it's
trunk.
galloping now.
Oh wait, no,
it's scared.
Oh no. Oh, but now it's seen a female.
We're just gonna do 10 minutes of horse
Oh,
silhouette.
but now it's seen a female horse. What happens? Oh, it turns out it's a male horse. What are you gonna do? There you go.
This horse is by.
Welcome to fucking visual bits, people at home.
This is a podcast. It's just bits. Very good.
Horse bits.
This is a great time for plugs. Follow
Yeah, you guys sell anything?
Yeah, wait, do you guys have anything you want to plug? Fuck it, we don't care.
No, I meant like drugs. If they have drugs.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you got coke? Let's fucking put me to sleep.
Yeah, we know
honestly.
what we look like, and it's accurate.
Cops is what we look like. We look like the worst undercover cops.
That is actually it. We look like bad undercover cops.
Like
No, I was at protest last May, and people were avoiding me. Because when a fat, awkward white guy walks up to a protest, clearly he's wearing a wire.
And with those baggy clothes.
No, he's wearing very tight clothes.
Was the protest Pride? Were you protesting Pride?
I said in May. Come on.
Every month is Pride Month if you're not a bigot. I win.
Goddamn right, folks. You gotta pretend to give a shit about this stuff all year. Go buy that rainbow jean jacket from H&M or whatever the fuck.
For everybody
Should
who
we-
doesn't know, he hates capitalism, not the gays. He's gay.
On the weekends? What day is it?
It's just the way we look and the way we talk. Everybody thinks I'm the gay one. If you had to guess, though, right?
Yeah.
It's not.
You should see his dog. It can be held in one hand.
It's a very small dog. It's a Shiba Inu. It's about. Yeah, I can hold it with this hand and it's not a problem. It'll be small dog. Very good. Yeah.
All right, wait, well, we can do plugs. What are we plugging?
We have merch.
We're doing a live show on the 26th.
That's right now.
Ah, fuck. Well, you should have told me what day it was.
If you look up It's Just Bits on anything, we pop up on everything. Look it up on Google, Bing. If you're using Internet Explorer, still get into the 21st century,
Ask
but it's
Jeeves
on.
will do
Fuck
it.
Ask Jeeves will do it. If you just search it in your phone, we're probably an app or something. But look up It's Just Bits. We're on everything. We're owned by an Australian podcast company, which is the weirdest fucking thing in the world. So eventually we're going to be doing a tour of Australia.
And they got fucked up animals there, and I'm not
They
going to
do.
be.
I'm
okay.
excited. I want to fight, like...
Wow, I heard and I got.
I'm going to fist fight a spider, and it's going to be
It's now,
close.
see, that's even. I want a fist. Well, fight a spider.
It's like, I think I can
Do they
go
have horses in
toe-to-toe.
Australia?
Yes, but the horses are venomous. Why is this horse also an anaconda?
It strikes like a snake. Is the thing.
Oh, we're doing this again.
Not just that one.
Do this.
I don't want to get them next to each
How do
other.
horses fist bump?
I don't want to get them next to each other. I don't
You
want.
gotta do it. Horsecock fist bump. Oh, that's a great name for this episode. Horsecock fist
I
bump.
mean, I was going to say a band, but now, yeah.
Oh, also good. Yeah, punk rock band. Very good.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are Horsecock Fist Bump. None of the songs sound good, but your mom fucking hates us.
You want to make your parents mad? Buy our album. It's not even for sale in the iTunes store.
Well, yeah, it's not. They're not going to let a horse-cocked fist bump on the iTunes store.
That's more of a Spotify.
Yeah.
It's peasants.
Spotify, when you're looking for horse dicks.
Are
Are they going to take us down?
off Spotify?
Spotify, yeah.
No, we just got approved for an ad on Spotify. They let,
And that's what it says.
No, the name of the ad was our logo says "fuck" right on it. Did you guys catch? By the way, did you see when you bought the tickets? It says "fuck" right on our logo.
Yeah, they've clearly expressed how closely they checked before walking into this
No,
room.
these are you guys. By the way, give it up for yourselves. You guys are the coolest type of fucking people.
Been a very excellent audience.
Yeah,
by
no,
the way.
that's the way. This is the way to be. You're bored on a fucking night, and you're just like, screw it. Let's go see what's going on. Support local comedy. We're dying up here. So.
And by the way, you guys could have walked out. People usually walk out. You guys are ride or die with the horse dicks and the cocaine foot jobs, and fucking put us down as references. We'll speak highly of you.
Oh yeah, if you guys have a job interview coming up and you need somebody who has experience pretending to be somebody's boss.
You know how when black people go to job interviews on that are on the phone, they do a white voice on the phone? On the phone, I sound sane and trustworthy.
I sound like I'm wearing a tie.
I
I'm
don't
pantsless.
mention genitals most of the time.
Almost exclusively don't. It's great. But so you guys just we're just walking by, decided today's the day we're gonna do this thing. Let's check it out. Or have you been to the Lincoln Lodge before?
First time.
First time at the Lincoln Lodge entirely?
Yes.
There were better shows. This is not a bad show.
This is going better than we thought. And
Oh yeah.
and there's even
'Cause
better
you guys
shows.
are fucking awesome. Give it up for yourself. I already did that. I'm very high. I'm really fucking high.
He's on a lot more drugs than you.
Than normal. But have you been to the Lincoln Lodge? You live in the area?
I
Nothing
live
like
in
that.
Hammond, never did.
No. Wow. Really?
Yeah.
When did you move to the
2
area?
years ago, I was here for 6 months. Pandemic hit.
Pandemic.
Great.
And then I was just like vibing for a year.
Vibing is Vibing for a Year is the name of our first album, by the way.
As soon as I learn how to play an instrument.
No, you just play your stomach.
I mean,
Again,
I do
another
frequently.
bit that I can't fucking do.
He's fucked for visual bits.
What town are you in?
Here?
Yeah, what town is this technically? I always fuck this up.
Logan
Square?
Is it Logan Square?
Is it barely Logan Square? Yeah.
Is that a town? That's a neighborhood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do I
like
sound
that's-
stupid right now?
No, you're right.
No, it's a neighborhood.
I think it's just a conglomeration of bars. It's just a strip of places to get alcohol, and then that guy's house, and that's it. So Logan Square is awesome.
Well, we got the only resident of Logan Square here. I assume your name's Logan and it's named after you. Thank you for applauding yourself.
I didn't know you were the mayor. Congratulations.
You're not getting reelected. Not after this shit.
This is going to be a scandal that you were here.
In terms of PR, this is worse than the cocaine.
You know what? You might as well just go get a hooker now.
Well,
Not like to use, just to have.
wow, that did not make you
Not
better.
to own, like to clean your house or something.
That's called a maid, and you're not supposed to.
I'm all right. I'm okay.
I know. I'm
We
fine.
definitely shouldn't have rescheduled.
No, this is how it goes.
This was days ago. This is fun.
Good, we're doing
What
good.
about how far are you guys out? Are you,
About 20 minutes on Blue Line train.
Nice.
Jefferson Park.
Blue Line, Jefferson Park. Nice, nice. A lot of crime there. I've heard horrible things about Jefferson Park. Can't walk.
I mean, generally, when you hear like the name of a founding father, usually the people who live there didn't name it.
George Washington is always a close one because he could either end in Carver or just end there. That determines which way he goes.
Is that the one that invented peanuts?
Yes.
Don't correct me.
He actually invented peanuts.
Uh-huh.
I did.
We have much to thank him for. You know what? That would end racism in America. Just say like a black guy invented penises. It used to be just smoothness and turkey basters until someone who dealt with shit his entire life that he shouldn't have had to was like, what if dicks?
Everybody just fucked like fish do.
Just sort of general crop dusting. No,
You guys know how
we
fish
can't
fuck?
do this because you're
called
right.
spawning.
Let's pause. Do you guys know how fish fuck?
Okay. I got a general yes.
I think that feels like a yes.
Yeah.
They've seen
It's
the
the
version
same
of
way
Little
that
Mermaid that they don't show in theaters.
It's you know how a plane flies over a crop
Stop.
to get pesticides everywhere?
Yeah.
Kind of that.
It's like that, but it's a horny fish.
So better.
Yeah, better.
Oh god, this is 2 Oxycontin, a Coke, and a Red Bull. This
I'm
is
just
where
like
we're
this.
at right now. Well,
I had some
you shot
Malort. I
Malorts.
had some Malort. No, by the way, we can't say that a black guy invented dicks because white men already think that and are terrified about it.
Oh god.
So
Boy, I love my people. Big fan.
we suck.
Consistently.
It's not topical anymore, but Bill Gates is getting divorced, which fuck him, yay. Either of them can call me. But one of Bill Gates' big charity things is he wants to stop AIDS by circumcising a bunch of African men, which it first of all doesn't work, but also when white guys get really interested in black guys' dicks, it's never good.
Well, unless it's only for about 30 minutes and then it ends very
Yeah, no, that's it. No,
orgasmically.
that can be a grinder profile and nothing else.
or a Pornhub search. Rich white man, very interested in black dicks, fertility habits. There we go. You get 30 minutes before the cops are called on you, and then something needs to happen.
And that's what reparations are, by the way.
Should we talk about the WWE? Because I feel
I don't
like-
know much. I'm going to be very out of date.
Call Ryan Lang.
Ryan Lang would know. Chris Benoit did nothing wrong. I got the one laugh I knew I would get.
What's the Chris Benoit?
Chris Benoit killed his family.
Oh God!
They had it coming. Shouldn't have pissed off a man with that many steroids in him.
Wait, so could you elaborate?
Not really,
slightly?
because that's about all I know.
But well, you're on. We can.
Yeah, he tried. He killed his family, his wife, his kids.
And are you pro or against?
I wasn't there.
That makes it sound like you were there. I wouldn't have thought you were there until just a second ago.
What do you think I was there? I wasn't.
I don't know who keeps saying I
Like
was
George
there.
H.W. Bush talking about the Kennedy assassination. I do not recall.
I was in Texas, but I don't know. So, what was it like on TV, or was it just?
Oh yeah, it was part of a match. It was Vince McMahon's idea.
I was gonna say, well, who did he lose to make that happen?
Wait, he retired from wrestling when it happened? I thought.
I think so.
Did he have a match the next day?
He was
He's like,
retired
I need
from
to get some
wrestling after.
goddamn peace and quiet before a match tomorrow.
No, I
These
think he was
kids won't
just-
shut the fuck up.
I think he was just full of steroids.
That's a great. Honestly, that holds up in court.
Yeah, I had a lot of steroids.
Adjourned. Released. So,
It's like-
so what's the deal? What happened? Was it just like we went to bed and in the morning we found out, oh, he killed his family?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then-
he tried steroids and probably CTE.
Jesus Christ. Well, this is sad.
But hey, folks listening, your family wasn't killed by Chris Benoit. Some of them might be dead, and that would suck. But hopefully not all of them, and hopefully it wasn't your fault.
And if your family gets killed by Dwayne The Rock Johnson, you get a free bottle of tequila. So that's nice. Dwayne The Rock Johnson has his own tequila brand.
Does he?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
I don't know, because I don't
So
want to
does
buy.
George
I don't want to
Clooney.
buy tequila from a healthy man.
Why not? Less hangover. What if you took it and then you get as jacked as he does? Then what do you do?
I'd lose out on about 45% of my jokes. First of all.
Oh no, how am I gonna do all my Chili's and TGI Fridays bits now?
They won't even let
I
me
look
into
like
Chili's
I've
and TGA Fridays, which I love. The margarita specials are great.
No keto.
White
people.
women have drinking figured out.
Absolutely. White men too. They know Chili's.
No, white men do it and then kill their wives. White women turn it into culture. So it's never the wrong time for the right wine.
That's
I need this to be functional.
Live, laugh, love. Which there's a reason that the first one is live.
To remind yourself to do it.
Don't
yeah.
kill your family.
Well, I mean, this is because it's funny. It's funny when men are unredeemable drunks. That's called the comedian.
I love.
But when women do it, we're like, it's bad. So they're like, well, what if I got a shirt about wine?
Chris Benoit actually started Live, Laugh, Love, but when he did it, it was just Laugh, Love, and that's when they really went through the last.
We gotta add the
chains.
live, so no one else kills their family.
You gotta add that last. chain.
That's why Oscar Pistorius got fired from that company. Who? The legless man that killed his wife.
Oscar, but you know his name off the top of your fucking head.
Not
you
only am I
psychopath.
gay, I also have autism. If you insult me, You're in the wrong.
It sounds like a joke, but it's true.
Thank fuck I'm a white man.
Otherwise, you'd have it all.
Yeah, all the diseases.
I was gonna say all the brutalities.
No, being gay is a disease. You catch it from watching SpongeBob, I think.
Well, now, yeah. If you watch reruns now.
They added it.
Well, no, actually, you're gay for watching SpongeBob if you watch season 3 or later now. By the way, just so everybody's clear. Season
Yeah,
1, 2
let's
SpongeBob.
make this fucking clear. You're a fucking faggot if you watch late seasons of SpongeBob. like people talk about The Simpsons and like It's Always Sunny. That, but with SpongeBob.
He's kidding. I'm not.
I don't know. I'm sure SpongeBob sucks now.
Oh no, seriously. After season 2, don't fucking watch it. I'm not.
I'm not gonna watch before
The
season 2,
more
probably.
you need to change the subject, because I will start getting mad.
Okay, do you know the
I'm
guy
gonna
that made... I know, I will change the subject. I've got another thing about Nickelodeon cartoons.
One joke real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna start getting you, which is gay and autistic, real quick. So you better change the
Okay.
subject. Anyway.
Yeah, you don't have the other things to compensate.
Yeah, no, it's
so we
bullshit.
gotta get off of it.
I
No.
look like I can't say anything.
No, anyway, the guy that
Part
made
of the
Fairly
plot.
Odd Parents doesn't like gay people. So,
What?
I mean, something about... There's a joke about fairies in there. I wasn't going anywhere with this. But the guy that makes Fairly Odd Parents is kind of cool, except for how he's like, I think we should kill trans people a little bit.
Wait, so he did the J.K. Rowling thing?
Kind of, except Fairly Odd Parents is better than Harry Potter, but yes.
Boo. So wait,
I was expecting more anger from right here.
My friend knew his daughter growing up. He's a huge dick.
He has a huge dick, or he is a huge dick?
Okay, all right.
Why did he know that?
I was going to be briefly morally conflicted.
The wands were actually modeled after his penis. Anyways. So, like, how...
Start.
He lived around here, or...
No.
This is just 7 degrees of Kevin
College,
Bacon.
A friend.
Fucked the guy that made
Fucked
Fairly
the
Odd
guy who
Parents.
made it.
Right. Yes, and thank you.
His dad's was president of NBC in 2008 or something. Yeah, I know.
You just know somebody who's the president at NBC?
I know his son.
I think
don't
that
know
makes
him.
you...
We would have done
implicative in
better if we'd
something.
known that about you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have talked about horse dicks so much.
I mean, have you been to the Icelandic Penis Museum?
All right.
I like
You're
you,
up.
guys.
You're up.
Go ahead and take over. What's your name? You're getting a shout out. What's your Twitter handle?
I don't have
What's your
one.
social security number?
Bye.
Go on. Just
Icelandic-
keep talking, buddy.
All right. I mean, if you like horse dicks,
And boy, do we.
there's a sperm whale one. I have a photo of me with it.
Bring it up. Bring up the picture.
Yeah, no, we're gonna need to
Okay,
see
well,
this,
real
and
quick.
you're gonna need to send it to us so we can make it the artwork.
All right,
of
we
the
got about
episode.
15 minutes left, so the rest we're just talking to you. But how do you know her, by the way?
We're dating.
How long have you been dating?
3 months? 4 months?
Okay.
No, I want to hear numbers from
Okay.
both of you. I want to make this. Want to make this really
How
suck.
long have you been dating? Right until now.
I have a timer and it says.
You got hours.
Yeah.
No, 3 months is fine to be exposed to this level of insanity. Sit front row in a
3
comedy
months
venue.
is
3
fine to
months
look at whale dicks together, I think.
I was doing a show last night, and somebody was on their 5th date, and they sat front row in a comedy show, and I was like, oh, so this is your last date. You're about to learn stuff.
Yeah,
You're gonna have
whale
to-
dick. Thank you.
Is there enough to share with the class? Enough dick to share with the class?
I'm not going into that one because there's a lot of avenues I could go.
shit.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
That looks like a
Thank you, sir.
megalodon's tooth. Jesus Christ.
They
Nobody
also
knows.
have a cast of the entire Icelandic team's penises.
I was gonna say which team? Like the fucking team?
Iceland rules. Damn, they're so cool.
That's what you get if you have geothermal power in healthcare. You just get to think about dicks all day. Just like, how many Icelandic soccer players does it take to equal a sperm whale? We can find this stuff out if we fund sciences in the education.
How much free
Science
time
is in
does
the
Iceland
education.
have on their fucking hands?
It's all to
Iceland is an empty nester. Also, they just have time to get into sex toys. That's so. How
This
did you
one's shaped
find
like
out
a
about
sperm
this
whale.
museum?
I was there and I was walking around.
And you just looked up the Lincoln Lodge.
Yeah.
Hey, let me give you some advice, man. If you're gonna talk about going to the Icelandic Dick Museum, you need to have the alibi in a holster. There can't be an there can't be an I was just. There has to be like I had to go. It was with someone else.
Oh, I went to Iceland
I was
for
alone.
it. Did you really go alone?
Yeah, I just was traveling.
Okay, wait, we're gonna take it a few steps back here real quick, folks. I need to break down. Okay, so you went to Iceland for what?
It was spring break. None of my friends wanted.
No, he went to the museum. He's being vague. He went for the museum.
It was $15. It was.
To go to Iceland or for the museum?
I was losing money not going.
I was gonna pay to see dicks anyways. So
Turns out
you're in
whales are cheaper than
Iceland.
hookers.
You're in Iceland anyways, right? You're not like in Europe and you're like, you know what?
I'm gonna say I will take the ferry. If there's horse dicks and whale dicks, I'll take the ferry. Oh, by the way, Reykjavik is. We're just gonna throw that in there and we
What?
can continue. Reykjavik is the name of the capital of Iceland.
Boo! Dude, come on. Who was gonna get
People know Reykjavik is the
just
capital
you.
of Iceland.
Just
I
you.
understood it. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Well,
you've been there.
So
Don't-
very.
Then there's-
I'm only dragging you down. Don't help me. I'm fine.
Okay, so you go to Iceland with friends or alone?
Just alone.
You're a rape victim, but
Victim or
yeah, or perpetrator. Dude, alone.
I'm a man in
alone.
my 20s going to a foreign country alone, and I'm not doing anything fucked up.
Alone and going to the Icelandic Dick Museum, dude. What?
I also fell asleep in a cathedral and woke up in a mass.
Well, that's a great story.
Did you say woke up in an ass? Is what I heard, but I'm wrong.
Mass.
In a.
M-A-S-S.
Okay, so
Mass,
still a
like-
cathedral.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a slightly better story if you go to sleep in a cathedral and wake up in like 1792 or something.
Or
under
in the
attack by
Icelandic Penis Museum. That'd be.
Okay, you know
That's
what?
your backstory.
Yeah,
That's
we've
what
got your
happened.
alibi. You're welcome. This is how improv workshops work. Next time someone asks you how you got to the Icelandic Penis Museum, I fell asleep in a cathedral, and next thing I knew, sperm whale spur.
Have you guys ever seen Human Centipede 1? Because that's how I ended up.
What?
Human Centipede 1 takes place in like German Iceland area. Anybody here seen Human Centipede 1?
I've read the Wikipedia.
It's better, but it sounds worse.
Who the fuck are you, dude? Who the fuck?
The third member of the podcast.
Jesus Christ. I don't know how I've lived this long without knowing you. What the fuck? Wait, you did the shot of Malone,
25
right?
years wasted.
Of course you
That was my
fucking
first
did.
time having one.
It was roofied and it didn't even affect you.
No one else's was. Just his.
This is. We got the gist. What? Are you a supervillain? What's? So you go to Iceland alone on a whim?
Yeah.
I was kidding. Did you? Was it like? Did you walk up to a gate and it was like, I would like one ticklet to Iceland?
No, it was a week before. I was like, anyone want to go anywhere?
And they said no.
And you were like,
You
fuck
said
those
you're
pussies.
wrong.
Yeah.
I
That's
do now
fucking
know how
awesome,
you've
dude.
come to be at our show, though. You'll just fucking go to Iceland or fucking go to this podcast.
the way to go. So how long were you in Iceland for?
A week.
A week. Just on a whim.
Yeah.
Do you work?
Yeah. Software engineering.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, those guys are notoriously cool, so I get it. You are breaking that stereotype too. So, what do you do if we go to? So, just Iceland or Europe or?
No, I wasn't rich.
Right.
You went to Iceland on a whim.
I could barely pay the $15 for the cock museum, okay? You're in fucking Iceland.
He's saving up now. There's a GoFundMe for Kellen's Cock Museum.
Well, no, that's for me to build a museum about my cock. That's a different GoFundMe.
Kellen's cock.
Are there not dick museums in every country in Europe? It's not like an EU thing that you take a tour of them?
I mean,
This is the biggest dick in Germany. And this is the biggest dick in Spain.
there could be. Untapped records.
This is,
Well, as an entrepreneur.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm gonna say this sentence, but we gotta get back to the cock museum. I never thought of it. So how big are we talking? Not for the penises, for the museum itself. Like how many football fields or soccer pitches if you're in
It's
Iceland?
sadly small.
Ah.
It's like, let's say.
Barely the size of a horse's cock.
Let's take this room and multiply it by 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is the.
So in other words, we could not fill the room we couldn't get enough people to watch our podcast to fill the Icelandic Dick Museum.
I was gonna say this is the white cock museum. That's what it is.
No, the Cock Museum.
You don't
the
need
Cock
to say
Museum
white.
in Kenya is bigger.
You don't need to say that it's a white penis museum. We know. That is the definition of white people shit.
No, a black penis museum is just Bill Gates' basement.
He's a good guy.
No, he's not.
No, I know. What about, have you guys been to Iceland?
What's your favorite genital attraction?
Have you been to the Vagina Museum of Croatia? Croatia. Right, have you guys been out of the country anywhere?
I've not.
No, nothing out of the country? Mexico, Canada? None of that?
From Mexico.
You're from Mexico. Cool. What part of Mexico?
Mexico City.
Okay, that's literally the only one I knew.
Cool,
If you said anywhere else in Mexico, I'd have been like, well, that was
If I
it.
say Cancun, you might.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Cancun.
I think that if white people were a minority, that would have been a hate crime. Yeah, you know Cancun, you fucking whitey. Shut the fuck up.
Well, she's right to do it.
No, it's true.
Fucking great. So did you all meet here in Mexico?
Here, online.
Online?
Facebook dating.
What?
Facebook.
Facebook dating. I've recently heard that Facebook dating has become a thing.
You seen this? Have you heard about this?
And the fun fact about Facebook dating, it's not you dating your friends, it's you dating everybody who you're not friends with. It's fucking
Well,
awesome.
that's the way to do it.
Yeah, no, it is the way to do it. So it's literally, it's like, man, my friend has a really hot friend. Let's go. Let's hope they think it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
I am glad, by the way, that you met online, because if you guys met in Mexico, then I'm concerned about you. I went south of America and I came back with a woman, and she hasn't said she wants to leave.
I like WWE, Bill Gates, and Mexico City. That's a troubling list. Jeff Bezos is my friend.
Shut up. He might be Jeff Bezos' friend. Because he's got a shit ton of money and
for
he
real?
wants to That's why I'm focusing on Gates.
Yeah.
How long have we been
Been
doing
to
this?
Little St.
Forever?
James?
Anyone in from Little St. James? Call me from St. James.
Have you seen this? Have you heard about
Because
this?
we'll get you help.
Very good. So from Mexico, from Mexico City, from Chicago,
No, North Carolina.
North Carolina,
I've been
cool.
here about
The
a year.
better Carolina, you did it.
right.
Congratulations. Fuck SC. Very
Is that
good.
is that a beef that the podcast has that I'm not aware of? I know
Just
we
me.
hate Boston and one other guy in New York, and then
I've never had a friend from Southern California or fucking Jesus Christ.
We gotta-
I'm dying.
You know that scene in Flight where he's too drunk and they gotta get some cocaine into him?
Yes, I do, because I just saw that movie.
Please don't mention that you were drunk on the flight that we took here.
No, but yeah, Southern Carolina can eat an ass. Northern Carolina is a good one. Just like North and South Dakota, I forget which one's good. The
I
one
don't know.
with
South
Rushmore.
Dakota's bad because Mount Rushmore's imperialist. So
Well, we're gonna have to disagree on that one because there's nothing in North Dakota.
it's great. It's a canvas for your dreams.
If your dreams are boredom and heroin, that's what you go to North Dakota for. A lot of heroin.
I don't know. I
and-
feel like there's a lot of cheap real estate for the museum I'm planning.
You could have the world's biggest dick museum in North
And we want to be very clear. This is a very large museum with many, many, many small dicks.
The world's biggest small dick museum.
The world's biggest small dick museum.
It's like
It's what we
this-
should have called our podcast.
This is the dick of an echidna. Anybody know echidnas here? It's like a hedgehog, but smaller.
And with a way weirder dick.
This is what a duck's penis looks like. Which, by the way, it looks like a wine opener. Good luck looking at ducks the same again. Oh, you guys live in Chicago. You'll never see a duck again. Oh, no, you guys are from places where ducks still exist. Phenomenal.
So keep a fucking eye out.
Forest Park? What was it?
Jefferson Park.
Jefferson Park. It's a park. There are ducks in parks.
Yeah.
That's what I got, man. We're an hour in and a broken hand.
Do you guys have anything you guys want to talk about before we wrap this up? Anything that you'd like to
anything
hear?
politically that you guys are specifically interested in that we could have you guys never want to mention again
Any
in public?
topics that you think we can't make about penises? Because boy, you're fucking wrong.
Very good. Well, but we'll take this moment to end it off with some plugs, and we'll call it a night. We're all tired.
Yeah. I thought
so-
you were going to say a moment of silence. But
A moment of silence for the Dick Museum in Iceland because it couldn't afford rent this month and it got shut down.
You guys could please send to my Venmo. I'll be funneling money to the Icelandic Cock Museum.
Well, this guy's never allowed back in Iceland. So he'll
Because
never
of what he stole.
stole, saw, and did. Oh my god! So you didn't go anywhere but Iceland.
That time, yeah.
Iceland. That time.
You know, I want to ask you something. Did you go to the Icelandic Dick Museum in the past 3 months?
No.
Did he tell you about that before you started dating?
During.
That he had been to the...
It's
Wait.
fairly well known. I actually heard about it before you talked about
Fuck you, no it's not. What?
it.
How did you like a Google ad?
Another friend who'd been to Iceland went there with her parents.
Okay, we shouldn't have been talking to you this whole time. Who the fuck are your friends?
Her parents are really open.
Ron Jeremy and
And a whale.
they have equal-sized penises.
I think Ron Jeremy's bad, by the way.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
They call him the hedgehog because of what he did.
I think he did actually sexually assault. So there's better porn stars.
Yeah.
Johnny Sins is nice.
Sure. I don't know.
I think all the fucking he did was on purpose and on camera.
You're lucky that I could come up with a male porn star's name off the top of my head.
James Dean.
It's an actor.
No, with 2 E's. He's famous though. People know him.
Who knows James Dean, the porn star?
All right. You're gonna know.
Yeah,
women
you
stealing
saw his
whores, right?
dick in a museum.
Hey. Okay.
So how did you hear about the museum beforehand? Your friends that went there and they were like, "Oh my God, you have got to go. They have the best Danishes."
Pictures. Yeah.
Well, that's what you bring back from the
I hear the cream puffs at the Danish Dick Museum. You can't really get that taste anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all we got.
I think we go out on welcome. Yeah.
I think we.
You're welcome.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
You are welcome.
It gets worse than that from here, so we better stop.
Follow us on literally everything. It's just bits. This is my fiance. She is shocking. This is going to be the craziest part of the podcast. She's an online yoga instructor, and she's fucking amazing at it. She's the only reason I can walk right now. Yoga with Kylie Natural Healing.
Joyful Natural Wellness.
Joyful. You changed it.
Joyful Natural Wellness.
.com.
Not on morphine.
And that's everything. I mean, we just had a podcast with the No Context College Football people, and we're doing a few more of those. We're cool. It's just bitch. Check it out anyways. Thanks for coming out.
No autographs.
Another
Fuck
shot
off.
of Malort's. Bye, everybody. Woo! We should have playoff music so it doesn't.